Hey guys, this is Jim at the Love Valley Jump Pit Up.
Good morning, everyone. We're back out at the Promenade Mall in Temecula doing an estimate. It's for awning removal. So there's two awnings, a larger one and a smaller one. Say they're about 18 feet long, give or take. Pretty high up there. Pretty simple dismantle. I don't think it'll be too complicated, but waiting on my contact to arrive so we can go through the details of exactly what they need done and get them a bid. On a side note, today's a pretty big day. Today's Andrew's big event. So we're gonna be leaving here in about 2 hours. Weston from Out West Junk Removal is coming to my house. We're gonna load up, we're gonna head out, we're gonna pick up Julian on the way down, Julian from Heritage Hauling, and then drive down to the event. Try to get there a couple hours early, see who's out there, meet up, have some fun. But we're looking forward to it, so it should be a good day. What's going on, everyone? Abel here with Temecula Valley Junk Pickup. Sitting next to me is Weston from Wild West Junk Removal. Believe it or not, we are competitors. We service the same exact market. We started right around the same time, but we're both carpooling right now, heading down to LA or somewhere in LA to head to Andrew's in-person live event. So, you excited?
Very excited, representing the Inland Empire. And we are gonna just network and meet all of the people here in California and try to soak up some knowledge.
100%. One of the most important things that I've learned in this industry, really, well, any industry, is just networking. The first junk removal event I went to was in North Carolina at JunkCon. Back then, everyone thought I was crazy for spending money to fly across the country to go to some event. I think you may have even thought, like, why are you spending money to go?
Kind of,
yeah. But the friends I made at JunkCon and all these other events I've gone to since then have been priceless. The connections are priceless. Being able to reach out to people that are doing similar sales, that are gone through the struggles that you've gone through, it's extremely important. And even having someone locally, we talk often, we go to lunch often, not often enough lately, but
yeah, because Abel's just been too busy out there, just killing it, you know. I'm just trying to get on his level. Being too busy, being too stressed, being too busy, being too stressed. So, you know, it's extremely important though to have partners, especially if you do service the same market. Old school mentality, I know I've talked about it before, is, you know, whoever that person is the enemy. They're taking food off your family's table. They're stealing your jobs. It's not the case. Actually, we can talk about the job I lost to you. Oh, recently.
I had a very big job that I bid. It was, at the time, my biggest bid. I bid this job 2 years ago in February. So 2 years ago to be exact. And my bid, if I remember correctly, my bid came in...
I thought you were talking about that last one.
No.
You lost your bid to a cowboy.
No, I'm talking about the big one.
Oh, yeah, the big one, the actual,
I think my bid, if I remember correctly, was around $32,000. And in all reality, I should hate this guy because he won the bid. But he didn't just win the bid. He won the bid again when they came back to him to do it again. Well, they didn't bid it out. They just went to him saying, hey, we need this property cleaned out again. So he's made a killing at that property.
Yeah, it was double the size that time after too.
So I should not like him, but I like him. We're friends. So yeah, I don't know. Tell us about yourself, Weston. Tell us about your business, why you started, how long you've been in business, what you think about the industry, what you think about all the competitors that we have.
Well, it all started when I was a helper for Junk Removal Heroes. They were one of the first companies back in about 2013. And, you know, I was just driving around as a helper, kind of learned some of the business, and I was really excited. I wanted to jump in as well. So, you know, it turned into something just talking about. And then I fell into painting as an apprentice
and then I was a paint contractor apprentice for 2 years, and then a paint contractor for 7. And then after that, I was like, you know what? Still always just talking about junk removal, and then took the leap of faith, got my dump trailer, and I've just been running it, been doing very well as an owner-operator. Not like able here, but it's been nice building it slowly, and we're expected to have a pretty good year coming up here. So
That's crazy. So you actually technically started in the industry over 10 years ago.
yeah.
So you were here before all the competition. Was there a lot of competition back then?
No, not even. People didn't even really know what junk removal was back then.
They really still don't.
Oh, yeah.
In reality, our industry is still very unknown. That's interesting. How did your boss take it when you started your own business? Did you let him know? What was that process?
Well, I stepped away from the junk removal and I was doing the painting. So I was my own boss for like 5 years as a paint contractor. And I just got so over the headache of painting because, all the nitpicking and it's all the detail that goes into, everyone hates paint. so
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So there was a long gap. Okay. I didn't realize that there was a 5-year gap in between. As you know, I've gone through something similar or going through something similar right now with one of our old employees. And
yes.
It's an interesting situation. Nothing that I really talk about or that I plan on talking about. Maybe I will one day. But anyway, back to the competition we have locally. We were just talking. We have 5 franchises. So Junk Removal Heroes, the company he used to work for, is a franchise. We have 1-800-GOT-JUNK. We have College Hunks, who came in a little over a year ago. You have J-Dog's Junk Removal, who came in over a year ago. And you have Junk Kings, who've been here for a while. 1-800-GOT-JUNK has 9 trucks. College Hunks has 1 that I know of, but I'm pretty sure they have 2, but 1 that I know of. 1-800-Junk Kings has 3 trucks. Junk Removal Heroes has 1 truck and 1 trailer, and J-Dog Junk Removal, which we know J-Dog very well. He's actually a really good friend of ours as well. He has 1 truck, 1 dump trailer, and 1 enclosed trailer. On top of that competition, how many local guys would you say there is?
Probably 20, 30.
That's about what I estimate too. How have you seen the industry change marketing-wise, even just in the last 3 years since you started? Because 3 years ago, I don't remember there being this much competition.
No, not at all. We got a lot of the influencers promoting it and not really pointing out the struggles that goes into this business and how much, flat tires, repair costs, new trucks, you name it. And so having longevity in this business is really difficult. So a lot of those 20 to 30 just goes up and down. People just start and then they quit. So
nonstop. I would say that 20 or 30 is really, it's a fluctuating number. You see 1 gone, and then you see 3 come back, and then you see 4 leave, and then you have 5 come in. So it's an interesting number. Those damn YouTubers. Which my goal in starting this is really to share the raw, honest truth, which, I was just sharing with you. Like,
you getting stuck.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, I got stuck, dude. That was so bad, man. But I was just sharing with you. Yesterday we broke even for February. We brought in enough to hit and cover all of our operating expenses, which is the best feeling ever, considering we lost 20 grand last February. I don't ever remember anyone here on YouTube ever sharing like, hey, we lost 20 grand. You hear everyone talking about how you can make 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month, 30 grand a month, which it's feasible.
Yeah.
That's absolutely feasible, but no one shares how much you have to spend to make 10 grand a month, how many tires you have to go through, how much fuel. I don't know about you, but we spend on average anywhere from like $1,100 to $1,500 a week on fuel, which just is stupid. But
yeah, and then disposal fees, it's just, it all adds up.
It adds up.
the time that you have to spend, because you have to be usually same day, next day to actually get a job. You can't just say,
Let me ask you this question, dude, because I've wondered if it's just me or if it's, because you see on these Facebook groups like, oh yeah, I'm booked out for 2 weeks. I've never been booked out for 2 weeks.
No.
We are typically looking at an empty schedule. Like if on a Sunday, if I'm lucky, I'm looking at 2 to 3 appointments that are booked at the most. Maybe say 2 to 5 at the most. But the majority of our work is same day, next day.
Exactly. It's I might get one that will wait till like next month. One person, just one appointment, not like a whole week booked up. It's always on the fly. You got to answer that phone, and it's
always.
You got to be there. You just missed the call.
Gone.
Then it's we just talked to somebody else.
Yep.
So it's another thing that people don't really point out.
No.
In this business.
No. So we started around the same time. When did you start?
2021.
All right, so I was October 2020, and you were?
A little bit at the end. I did actually start in about December or November. It was like November of 2020.
Okay.
But actually, everything going with the license and all that.
Yeah.
2021 January.
Okay. Yeah. So same. We started October, December. We realized this is actually something worth doing.
Yeah.
Got everything legit in January. So we started at the same time. I have always been very big and heavy on the ad side. You've been big and heavy on the organic side.
Yep.
You like profit and enjoy having it. I don't, apparently. The businesses are very different, I would say, in this sense of size, but I would say I can guarantee you make way more money personally than I make.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I know.
I've been running just lean and doing more of that longevity approach, so I can weather through, the hard times. And it's, but you do run yourself really into the ground, because you're always answering the phone, going to appointments, and you never really have a life outside of junk removal. My life the last over 3 years now, has been nothing but junk removal. It's all I do. And we're on our way to LA to go talk trash.
Right. And in reality, you're losing money though, because you're owner operator.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gearing towards starting, get 2 employees and, start doing
that.
Or one, train that one in very well.
Yeah.
How we handle things and situations, so they don't mess up the brand, and then kind of get another one.
That's the key, man. So there's no right or wrong way to grow the business. I would say the way you did it is your right way. It's a call. Hopefully my wife answers that. Hang on here. Let me text her and answer.
See, there it is right there.
So there's no right way or wrong way, I think, to grow the business. You just have to fully understand that the path that you take, there's good things and bad things about each and every one of them.
In.
This is the yard?
One of his yards.
Sweet.
Right.
Oh, man.
A lot of tires, man.
Oh, dumpsters, man. I love them.
What do you got?
So, extra tires, obviously.
How much do you spend a month on tires?
On call-outs, about 2-3 call-outs a month, and about 2,000 on tires. And just got the welder set up finally, so we're gonna do our own repair work on that. Parts. Had to outfit the compressor.
What does this guy cost you?
You know, I don't know. They deliver it. Jose orders it. They deliver it. Typically, they bring 2 at a time. And then, yeah, I have no idea. This is from a job that they did yesterday. Still works. And this is where the magic happens.
Magic. Oh, that's sick.
Do you get one when you buy one?
You spend 70 grand, they give you one for free.
Where's the MT100?
Yeah, it wasn't 70 grand. So, yeah, it's just,
So this is the office.
this is it.
I love toys, man. That's,
Hell yeah. When you bought this, they gave you this too?
Yeah, you spend 70 grand, they give you that.
What a deal.
the deal.
Obviously putting our Google My Business stuff together here. Yeah, this is it.
That's it.
Little office
I
here.
love the pictures of the family.
Oh yeah,
That's good.
the originals. We took these at Lake Paris.
Lake Paris. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
makes sense. Cool. All right, were you ready to hit up?
Yeah, let me. I was just waiting for him to back up the truck. Cheapest insurance right here. There's gonna be a video coming out on that.
Okay, got it. You got a YouTube channel?
Yes.
Yes.
There's
Now
always-
you do as of today. Dude, I love this thing, man.
So you can go on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We're gonna start making
Let's
longer
do it.
videos.
Let's do it. Beautiful.
I just put out a little video earlier.
Did you? What was it?
Chargebacks.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That sucks. We've never had a chargeback, man. Never,
That's
thankfully.
why I made that little video. I just threw it out.
How many have you had now, you think? Or how much total have you been charged back on?
Well, how much did I lose last year in chargeback?
Sure.
17 grand.
Ouch.
And that's gonna be like a one-off, like 300, and then another one 800, and another one 1400, and another one. So that's just based on not. One of them was me not being diligent, and like I don't look at my mail every day because I'm like, like I have everything on automatic payment, so really I don't open the mail. That's where the chargebacks come in. They send you a letter, and you should open those. And the only reason why I missed them is because I didn't submit the documentation by the date. So that's.
So do they send you a letter and then pull the money, or do they pull the money and then send you a letter?
Well, it depends who you go with, because when I had Stripe, they kept freezing my account. And sometimes it'd be frozen for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on the amount of chargebacks. And for us, I mean, you freeze my account for 3 weeks, that is like putting some major hurt on my wallet. So now with what's the other company?
Clover?
Not Clover, it's Merchant Services or something like that. They send you a letter. You have X amount of days to dispute it. If not, they pull the money.
Got it. Okay. That's not as bad.
No, it's not as bad. It's just
But 17 grand is so horrible.
Oh yeah.
You have merchant services?
Yeah. Well, actually,
That's who I got too.
if you use Docket now, check your information, because Docket just canceled all third parties, and now it's Docket Pay. I don't know if you've noticed that. Do you use Docket?
I did not notice that. No, I know that they were doing a bunch of payment processor changes last year, but I stayed with Stripe.
There is no Stripe on Docket anymore. Check it out.
I still get my money.
So they'll do like a 24-hour payout with Docket Pay. But I actually just emailed them last night, because if you go into Docket Pay, now we, as the users, are paying the card processing fee. So I emailed them. I said, hey, this isn't right. Like, can you charge the customer the 3% processing fee?
I've always paid that.
You can't legally, right?
You can if you tell them that you're charging them that, but I disagree. I don't think any business should ever be charging the customer the processing fee.
Oh, I disagree.
It's fine that you disagree. You're just wrong.
It's on there. You got to pay taxes and a card processing fee.
Yeah. I don't know. I like. I think I'll say this too. I think it's very different from junk removal and dumpster rentals. So, I believe in a frictionless experience. So when our guys are out there selling a junk removal job, I want it to be very frictionless. I don't want to tell the customer that there's extra fees for the stairs, extra fees because we have to disassemble something, extra fees for credit card processing fees, right? Every time you have to tell them there's an extra fee for something is an extra roadblock that they have to overcome to say yes to you doing the job. Yeah. So I believe in frictionless experience. At dumpster rentals, I don't have as much emotion involved in the sale of a dumpster rental because it's very straightforward, black and white. Do you want the dumpster? Yes, no. Yes, cool. What size do you want? Cool. This is the price? Cool. Here's my information, right? There's no negotiation. There's no... So maybe I could be okay charging the processing fee on dumpsters, but I still don't like the idea.
No, and you're 100% right. Like
I know, I'm always right.
Doing
now we got to beep that out.
When I was doing the junk removal side, I would just do a flat rate because in my mind I would already account for everything.
Yep.
And same thing, I was like, all right, I don't want those little hiccups of tax, you're really going to charge me tax, and then try to renegotiate and bring down the price, or I had already accounted for all of that.
What do you do?
What do I do for the card fees?
Mm-hmm.
I just absorb it into my cost.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention that. I just take the hit on it.
Yeah.
And,
fine. You did it the right way.
Yeah. Oh, you got to go straight right here.
Go straight.
So Julian, can you give us a little backstory on how you got into the dumpster rental? I know you started off junk removal, right? And then
kind of simultaneously. So
kind of both.
Yeah. So kind of a weird little story. So working for the state during the week, and on weekends I was working code enforcement for the city of Moreno Valley. Now working code enforcement on weekends, I would go do my normal inspections on properties and see the conditions and update the city and send out citations. And there was a couple times where there was some illegal dumping, and they would be like, hey, can you go to the corner of whatever and pick up this dresser? The first 2 times I said, yeah, that's cool. And then after that I was like, wait a second, I could start a business doing this. And then at that same time, my wife wanted to further her education, so I was like, a little extra income. And I really wanted an F-250, but I didn't want to pay for it. So that's how all this kind of, happened.
Yeah.
So I bought the 250 and a dump trailer from Texas Pride. And then picked it up, and that same day I went and did a job. Man, this is easier than what I thought. And that's how we got started.
So you started rocking and rolling in junk removal.
Yeah.
And what got you into the dumpster rental aspect of things?
So the junk removal is, to me, quicker money when the work is there.
Yeah.
But it's very labor intensive, and I quickly realized I didn't have the time, the resources to actually go and do the job myself. So what I thought was gonna, kind of be a side hustle with junk removal quickly transitioned to the dumpster. So I started, obviously, just like everyone else, doing some research on YouTube and Google, trying to figure out my pricing structure. And I felt that it was easier for me to drop off the dump trailer early in the morning, late at night, on my days off, and for a day. Ideally want to do 1-day rentals, but with my work schedule, sometimes I just give them an extra day or two at no cost just to kind of fit my work schedule. So that's kind of how that kind of progressed to where we are now. One dump trailer led to 2 to 3 to 4, and then kind of started selling them off to buy
The big dog.
the Max D setup.
There you go.
And then from the get-go, I had to hire. I couldn't do it myself, so I had to bring on people. And basically, I've been out of the seat. I mean, I jump in the seat every now and then, but I've been out of the seat since the beginning of it.
So, what do you have right now? So, I mean, you started with a truck, a trailer, you went Max D, and where are you at right now?
So yeah, we started with the truck, trailer. We got 4 dump trailers, sold them. Then we got 7 or 8 Max D containers with a gooseneck setup and a bumper pull setup. Sold those, and then bought a non-CDL roll-off truck, and then just started buying containers. About 4 months later, bought a second roll-off truck, and then bought another 30 containers, 20 containers, and then another 4 months after that, bought another truck, and then bought another set of containers. So basically, every time we buy a truck, we buy 20 containers to feed that truck.
Insane, man.
So
Insane.
we're at about I think 63 containers right now, and 3 trucks.
63 containers, 3 trucks. You and I were talking recently, and you were doing the math on how many containers you bought last year alone. How many did you buy?
63 containers.
63 containers.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see your growth, man, and how you pivoted. Pivoting is so important in our industry because obviously you got in as junk removal. You realize, okay, that's actually not for me in this time. Pivoted to trailers.
You know how many takes it takes to make a 30-second clip? About 6.
Dude, you guys are doing good.
And you want to know why there's a flip in the camera? Because it's a transition. Because I fucked up, and I always do this.
All right, well.
Probably like 2,000.
Check out. What's up, man? Abel. Yeah, right on to meet you. Yeah, we talked a couple times. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm glad you made it.
Yeah, man, me too, man. It's a big deal for our industry, bro. Yeah.
Are you using a CRM right now?
Of course, yeah. I mean, I use a House Call Pro and Docket.
Nice.
So we run all of our dumpsters out of Docket and House Call Pro for all of our junk. So.
Where are you at?
Temecula, so like an hour and a half from here.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
We just started our 4th year. Yeah, year 4. So.
Did it go well?
I mean, well enough.
I bet your first year was awesome.
Our first year was only 3 months, and we did less than $2,000. So that was only a few months. Our first full actual.
Yeah, this is a big deal, man. This is the guy.
It
He's
is.
one of the founders of Autopilot.
Oh, right on. Cool. Well, nice to meet you. Yeah.
Business partner.
Okay, cool.
Your name one more time. I know. Ryan?
Right.
Cool.
And it was Abel and Julian.
Yeah.
Both of those names sound familiar.
Yeah, I'm pretty active on social media, man. He's too, but he does mainly dumpsters, so he's not really on the junk side. But
Do you have roll-offs?
I do, but he's got the big boy roll-offs. So yeah.
30s and 40s?
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 30s, and 40s, yeah. But
Where are you at?
Riverside, so we're about 40 minutes. I'm north of him, yeah. So 35 minutes?
Ish. Yeah. But,
Riverside's east of you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
About just over an hour.
Yeah. But he's got 3 roll-off trucks, like 70 dumpsters. We got, what's up, brother?
Oh, what's up?
How you doing, man?
What's up, man? Nice to
Good,
meet you.
man. Same here.
Oh, you filmed me?
Of course, bro. I have to get this YouTube crap going, man.
Yeah, I'm loving the content so far.
Thanks, man. It's a labor of love.
You got a channel?
Just started a few weeks ago, man. Yeah.
Cool, I'll check it out.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. Nice.
Shrinking. I need to get
Disappearing.
there.
I've been saying that for a long time, man.
I did what you said you originally.
I know, dude. I know the plan, bro. I got it.
I did it.
I know the steps.
Yeah.
I was there, and then you hire a bunch of employees and get a bunch of debt, and then you eat your stress. Yeah. So. What's up, brother? Congratulations, man. I like the very smooth announcement you made.
Did you like that?
That was good, yeah.
I was so nervous.
Yeah, you're good.
Wait, you guys are junksters, right? Junkies, right? No, I'm just kidding. Corona, where are you guys from?
Corona, California.
Corona, California, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome, hell yeah. And then Temecula?
Yes, sir.
Right. What's up? Where are you from? Temecula, hell yeah. Sin City, hell yeah. I lived there for 2 years, I had to get out. Cool, hell yeah. I'm gonna do some spices, huh? I'm gonna do some.
There's some guys from the other side of the building.
Awesome, yeah. So I'm gonna do some setting up and then.
You're good, man.
Yeah, cool.
No worries.
Those guys are waiting over there.
Right now, we were buying another truck and it fell through. So I was like, "What's hard when we're running both trucks all the time? Like, maintenance is really hard, dude, because any maintenance is gonna shut you down for a bit." So, but we had 2 trucks, both of them fell through. So now we're just trying to figure out what we're gonna do. We need 2 trucks for summer. We need 2 junk trucks for summer.
You have your eyes set on like a hook system?
How do you guys get the majority of your clients? Like, is it like organic, or do you do like online marketing?
Yes. All of it.
Yes.
Everything. Every form of marketing is a new fishing line in the water, man. Yeah.
Whatever makes money on.
Whatever makes the phone ring. It's your. Whether it makes money or not, it's up to you. Yeah. This is a sales game, man. It's not a.
You gotta have a good closer, huh?
You knock on doors, deliver candy jars.
Whatever you gotta do. Yeah.
One thing to say, raise your glass.
I love you, Andrew.
I love you, Andrew. There are good ships. There are wood ships. There are ships that sell the sea. But the best ships are friendships. And may they always be.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. This is the morning after Andrew's event last night in LA. It was a great event. Andrew, if you're watching this, I appreciate you taking the time to put an event on to just pull our industry together. These events are extremely important. If you ever have an opportunity to go to an industry-specific event, get your butt up and go. Whether you have to drive, fly, walk, it doesn't matter. These events were vital to my success, and they will be vital to your success. First event I went to was JunkCon, November or fall of 21. When I went to JunkCon, I had a very specific mission. I wanted to meet some guys that were doing similar sales that I was, guys that were doing maybe 250 more than I was doing, guys that were doing double plus of what I was doing in sales. Here at home, I got a lot of guys locally. We all chat, we connect, but I always felt like I was always the one giving out the info, right? I needed to meet some guys that could give me some info, right? Build some relationships, some friends with some guys or gals that would help me in my growth, and I can share some of my tips and tricks. They can share some of their tips and tricks. And guess what? Mission successful. JunkCon was absolutely worth every penny that I spent to go. The education was okay. Like that wasn't like anything mind-blowing, but the friendships, worth it. I also went to the Lone Star Dumpster Showcase in December. Absolutely worth it. There wasn't a lot of or really any education behind that one. That was really more than just networking and kind of fostering what this thing could be. Absolutely worth it. I went to a mastermind in December. This mastermind this is probably the best thing I ever went to. The education here was absolutely amazing. Amazing. Justin Walt put this mastermind on. One of the best events, if not the best event I've gone to. There's something really special about being in a room full of junk removal business owners, people that are in the trenches with you, because you're going to have guys that are behind you where you used to be, some that are just starting out. You're going to have guys that are exactly where you're at, right? And then you're going to have guys of where you could go. But there's something really special about being in these rooms with people where you're fostering and you can share knowledge with the ones that are just starting up. You can exchange experiences with the ones going through the same exact things that you're going through. And you can learn from the ones that are ahead of you. Not only that, and probably most importantly here, being a business owner sucks most of the time, right? It's not a glamorous thing. It is an extremely stressful thing to build a small business. And most of the time, us small business owners just stick our head in the sand. And we try to do this thing alone. The more you try to do it alone, the higher chances you have of failing, right? But there's something to be said when you're in this room of business owners and you can look at the guys in the room who were where you are and are now where you want to be, and to just kind of revitalize yourself and say, you know what, you're on the right path. Keep pushing forward. Give yourself some more motivation, right? It is something to see someone in your industry that was in your shoes who is now where you want to be. It's important, guys. Get your butts up. Stop being lazy. Stop being shy and get out there. I myself am a huge introvert. I have massive social anxiety. Even right now, like my shoulders are tensing up, just getting ready to go to this next event this morning. But it's worth it. Get over it, push it to the side. Anyways, so I didn't realize this event was a 2-day event. 100% my fault. 100% my fault. I didn't pay attention. If I would have known, or if I would have realized, I would have got a room out here last night. But I didn't, and I had Julian and Weston with me, so I had to drive them back. Got a couple hours of sleep, got my butt up this morning. Alarm started going off at 4:30. Got myself ready and got on the road. Another 2-hour drive this morning to get back out here for their mastermind breakfast. Is it going to be worth it? Absolutely. Do I want to get up this early on a Sunday? Absolutely not. But again, get yourself out there, make these connections. You never know what's going to come of it. You never know who you're going to meet that's going to help share one small piece of knowledge that's going to drastically or radically change your business trajectory. So this morning should be fun. I'm excited, looking forward to it. Even more excited again to hang out with some old buddies. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. So we'll see kind of how things go from here. Mastermind breakfast is over, and I did a horrible job getting any sort of content. I was just living, enjoying the moment, hanging out with everyone, connecting, networking, chatting, sharing industry, things that we do, that they do. It was a great time, man. It was a really, really great time. We all met up at the beach, walked over to the spot to have breakfast, and everyone just sat down, hung out, talked. We ate, we enjoyed each other's time, and we all went on our way. So I'll say it again, say it a million times. Get yourself out there, connect with your local community of business owners, connect with your local competition. Anytime you have an opportunity to get out there and get into some of these events, do it. You won't regret it. It's 100% worth it. There's people here in Southern California from Florida, Minnesota, Michigan, of course, a ton of locals, tons of people from Arizona, but it was a great time. So nothing specific really to share, except for you need to get out there, put yourself out there and do it. It's definitely worth it.